Lisa from Mythical Witchery. Welcome to my channel, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Today I'm doing a flip through and a review of a really wonderful deck. This is the Gentle Tarot Linen Edition. This is by Marisa Rice Aparicio Tovar. She's an indigenous creator based in Alaska. This is a really special deck. This edition was specially created for people who have difficulty shuffling cards. So the cardstock is a little thinner, the cards are a little smaller than normal, and they're made with linen, a linen finish, so they're super easy to shuffle. The first edition of this deck was released on Kickstarter in 2020. And then there was a pocket edition, which was also released. Those are both available through their website, which I will link in the description below. And if you're in the UK, it's best to get it from, the best place I found was Little Red Tarot, and I will link that in the description as well. This edition, I paid £34 plus shipping. And I also purchased the book separately. Although you can get a PDF copy of the guidebook, this book, which was recently released, is just absolutely incredible. Now, I was really excited to find out that she will be launching the second edition on Kickstarter this year in 2024. And what's really exciting about it is that it will be a full-size edition, and it will be in linen, and it will also have, and I'm not sure if it's an add-on or if it'll be part of it, but there will be a companion book as well. So that's really exciting. So let's just have a look at this. So it comes, the linen edition comes in a tuck box, and we'll just have a look at the back here quickly. The Gentle Tarot, heal yourself, heal the earth. The Gentle Tarot is an indigenous-made, hand-drawn tarot filled with imagery influenced by life in remote Alaska. The colorful art inspires connection with our natural environment, providing an open door for self-healing. The Gentle Tarot reminds us that when we truly believe in ourselves, we become powerful, potent beings. This set is comprised of 81 tarot cards, 8 cards with key descriptions, sample spreads, and a PDF guidebook. The deck is printed on FSC certified paper, and over 5% of the proceeds are donated to environmental, conservation, and advocacy efforts. And I believe that the actual figure is closer to 18% that she has donated to these efforts. Just absolutely incredible. Lovely to see. So let's just open this up. It's inside the box. So the first card here is just a link to the guidebook and a little welcome that talks about the deck, that it was made with a heart full of love for you and for the plants and animals of this beautiful planet. I hope this colorful, nature-inspired deck brings you the loving support you need. If you are new to tarot, please know that there is no right or wrong way to engage with tarot. It is a practice of trusting yourself and doing what feels good to you. Personally, I love a one-card draw as a daily practice or anytime I want some insight and support. Pulling cards with loved ones can be very special and can lead to deeper connection and healing conversation. Please take the time to download the guidebook, blah, blah, blah. I don't mean blah, 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 but you can see the linen finish here. So these cards, I'll just separate these. So there's a spread here and here. There's a card that has opening intention and closing intention. And then there are individual cards for each of the arcanas and suits. So the purple cards cover the major arcana, and there's keywords on for each card. And then we have the wands. Some of these have been renamed, but we'll get to that in a moment. Cups, swords or thunder, and pentacles. Before we look too closely at the cards, I'd like to just have a look at the guidebook for a little while. This guidebook, I think I paid £24 for this, and well worth it. Really, really great book. It's got a linen finish on it. It is color coded, so it matches the cards. You can see at the top, you can see immediately what the card is. So for example, this is 6 of Wands, 4 of Thunder or Swords. This is 2 of Stones or Pentacles, 10 of Stones or Pentacles. So looking at the front of the book, there's an introduction to the deck, talks about the deck, talks about the guidebook, gratitude, Tarot 101, connecting with your intuition, spreads, opening and closing intention, so very similar to the cards that were included. And then it goes into individual cards. It's a really, really fantastic guidebook. There's a quick guide here for understanding the tarot if you're new to it. Talking about using your intuition. And then spreads. Lovely binding too. Really beautiful. And then it gives a color image of the card. And then descriptions of each of the cards. And the entries here are they're really beautiful. This deck is, there's just something about this deck. It is truly a gentle deck. It touches my spirit. I can't really describe how, but it's special. This is one of my hug decks. In fact, this is one of probably my favorite hug deck, at least at the moment. So when I'm looking for a reading that will be, that will touch my soul, something that's just gentle and sweet, this is the deck that I go to. Just really quickly here, she says, during the summer of 2020, off-grid on the Alaskan archipelago. Oh my God, I said that wrong. I know I said that word wrong. It's one of those words I always struggle with. This deck was birthed as a friend, one grounded in compassion, capable of honesty without being unsettling, in the spirit of a wholesome self-care and being in touch with our support systems, themes of mental health. Hello, Jelly Bean. And interconnectedness with nature are the heart of the gentle tarot. When we believe in ourselves and strive for our full potential, we create paths toward liberation from oppressive social structures. Our journey toward wholeness is intricately tied to the health of our planet, and by remembering our connection, we can better care for the earth. As an Indigenous person from an immigrant family, it is important to me to include diverse skin tones and body types to create space for Black, Indigenous people of color in the tarot community. I'm not going to read any more of that, but it really is a beautiful, beautiful book with so much helpful information. And I think well worth the extra money. Okay, So let's have a look at this gorgeous, gorgeous deck. Jelly Bean has come to help me today. And by help, yes. Okay, I'm going to zoom in and I will be right back. Okay, so just before we get started, I'm just going to show you the size of these cards. So this measures 70 by 110 millimeters. So that in inches is just a shade over 4 inches by 2.75. So it's not a lot smaller than a standard deck, but just enough to make a difference in how it shuffles. Now these are the backs, and they are fully reversible. Lovely, lovely finish on these cards. I do love linen. Okay, let's see if we can do this without Jelly Bean wiggling the table too much. So we're starting with the Fool. Now these are not standard Rider-Waite-Smith, although it does follow the system, but you may struggle at times to understand how these relate to the Rider-Waite-Smith. But that's what the guidebook is for. The High Priestess. I love this card. I really, really, it is so pretty. The Empress. The Emperor. This is another one of those decks that feels like home for me. The Hierophant. The Lovers. Now she's included in this particular deck. There are 2 options for Lovers cards. In the original deck, there was the 1 card, and then she made the other card available. But in the deck that is being launched on Kickstarter in this year, there will actually be 3 choices for Lovers cards. So this is the other one. And they're pretty androgynous as well. The Chariot. Strength. Love the Humpback Whale. The Hermit. That is so pretty. The Wheel of Fortune. Justice. The Hanging One. Death. Temperance. The Devil. The Tower. The Star. The Moon. Beautiful card. The Sun. Judgment. Love that. Shedding its skin. Transforming. Beginning a new phase. The World. And this is an extra card in the deck. The Unseen. And the book just says, I surrender myself to the infinite whole and remember the abundance of love all around my being. Look into the eye and tell me what it is you see. In the darkness, there is only endless possibility. From the place where you are held with love before reaching this physical realm, the dimension of truly infinite, unconditional love, there lies our root and life source. In this place, there is no you. You dissolve into the ultimate ocean of love. You are me and I am you, one with all eternity. If the unseen appears for you, this may be a good time to honor those dimensions beyond the physical. The love swirls around you and guides you daily if you listen. It is what fills your heart with desire, what silently pushes you home towards your true self. It wants nothing more than your happiness. This is home. This is true love. The flower has wings instead of petals, and its roots are not tied to earth, reminding us of fluidity as the base of all energy. The only constant in life is change. All suffering comes from grasping. So with the unseen, we practice surrender. Let yourself fall into the loving arms of this colorful darkness. Its blood is your blood. Its magic is your magic. You're infinite, divine, one. And then it gives upright meanings and reversed meanings, and talks about the symbolism of the art itself. Now you may have noticed that the borders on these cards are purple, and the wands are sort of this kind of an orangey color. The cups are blue. Thunder or a sort of a brown, and then pentacles or stones are green. So here we're starting with the Ace of Wands, the 2, three, 4. Love this. Love this card. 5. 6. 6, 7, 8 of Wands, 9, 10, 'Now this, you'll notice that the court cards are renamed, and I really love how she has renamed these because they're really perfect. So for the page, we have the Seed, the Knight is the Root, the Queen is the Flower, and the King is the Harvest. How perfect is that? Love it. Just love it. And moving into the Cups. This is so pretty. Love this little bird here. You see he's singing. Two of Cups. If you look carefully here, you can see that there's a person here. You make out the face, and they're holding out a cup to the other person who is also holding out a cup to the other one. I really love this. That is a wonderful card. Really shows connection. 3 of Cups. 4. 5. I believe in the next edition, the borders of the cards are going to be thinner or something. You'll still be able to see the color, but it'll be different somehow. I love this 5 of Cups. 6. So I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see the companion deck that will be available. I've already signed up to be notified on launch, and I will also include a link in the description below if you'd like to sign up to be notified when they launch on Kickstarter as well. 8 of Cups. 'll be using this deck for the next week in my Cards in a Cuppa, which is my daily collective reading. I try to do a different deck every week, and I work with that deck during that week as well. So it really helps me to get use out of all my decks, because admittedly I have a lot of decks. So here we have the Seed of Cups. I love this. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. It just is so beautiful. I just love that little guy. Little otter. He's so cute. The Root of Cups. And this is a salmon. Looks like a salmon to me. The Flower of Cups. The Harvest of Cups. And moving into the Swords, or the Suit of Thunder. Two. Three. Four of Swords, or Thunder. The Five. Six. Seven. And the Eight of Swords, or Thunder. Nine. Ten. The Seed, or Page. Love that, Fox. The Root, or Knight. The Flower, or Queen. Beautiful colors. The Harvest, or the King. So majestic. And moving into the Pentacles, or the Stones. The Two. Love the body diversity. Three. The Four. Five. Six. Seven of Pentacles, or Stones. The Eight. Nine. Ten. The Seed of Stones, or the Page of Pentacles. I love this little fawn. The root, or the knight. The flower, or the queen. The harvest, or the king. And that's just the welcome card for the deck. Okay, I'm just going to zoom out again and we'll have a look at the shuffle. Okay, so being linen, these are really easy to shuffle. They're nice, flexible stock. If I can shuffle these, anyone can shuffle these. Just really, really lovely. Overhand is great. They don't clump together at all. These are just very, very typical linen finish. Gorgeous fan. Beautiful, beautiful shuffle. Okay, so my final thoughts on this deck. Well, I love it. I really love it. This is definitely not maybe the perfect deck for beginners. But then again, if you've got the guidebook or the PDF guidebook, why not? You know, I think a lot of tarot reading is not just learning the meanings of the cards, although I think that, to me, that is the most important thing, but being able to use your own intuition as well. And you know what? Going to the guidebook, because there is nothing wrong with using the guidebook. I think a lot of us tend to think that if we need the guidebook, that means we don't really understand the cards. And I don't think that's true at all. I think we need to normalize going to the guidebook because there's always things to learn. You know, every tarot creator has a slightly different perspective on the cards and the interpretation. We can learn a lot from the guidebooks. So what do you think of this deck? Is this a deck that you've got in your collection? If it is and you've been using it for a while, what do you think about it? Are you planning to maybe check out the second edition when it launches on Kickstarter? I'm really excited about it. So can't wait to hear your thoughts and your opinions on this deck. Pop them in the comments down below. I read and respond to absolutely everything. I love that. Yeah. I just love this deck. It's so beautiful. So thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you watching. I appreciate your support of the channel. Look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great day, and until next time, may love and laughter light your day. Bye for now.